All right, cool. So this week's in the kitchen, and let's go ahead and get started.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Okay, so let's talk Cowboys.
Dang Cowboys, dude. You wanna? I got a lot of things to say. I thought the Rams were a winnable game. The fact that we put up 30 points was enough to beat almost every team in the NFL last week. I think only 3 teams total scored more than 30 points last week, which is insane by itself, which tells me, 1, our defense is not compatible. 2, we put up 24 points in the first half, so only putting up 6 points in the second half is unacceptable. Like, we have a crazy good offense. We have unlimited talent, and only to be able to only put up 6 points is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Not only that, but we didn't run the ball as efficient in the second half. I don't feel like we ran the ball enough in the second half. Des Bryant dropped a pass, a key third down conversion. Terrence Williams is dropping passes, and Cole Beasley is not involved in the game. Mm-hmm. Cole Beasley is our best pass catcher. He was our number 1 receiver last year. He needs to be more involved. The fact that he's not is super frustrating to me. Like, that's the guy that's going to keep moving the chains. And I don't care, like, what. I feel like Dak Prescott is forcing a chemistry between him and Des Bryant, and it's just not there. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Des Bryant. I think he is still an elite receiver. But Dak Prescott's QBR, when throwing to Des, is so much less and so much lower than him throwing to any other receiver on the league or in on his team. Mm-hmm. So, to me, get it to your best guy. The best guy, the guy that's going to catch everything, Cole Beasley. Mm-hmm. I know that Ryan Switzer muffed a punt, but even still, like, I like Ryan Switzer. I like him being a little risky. And sometimes, like, it's going to pay out, and it's going to show us that, 1, he's capable of, like, changing field position and changing the game and changing momentum and doing all that stuff. But like he said this week in the press conference, like, sometimes it's not going to swing that way. Sometimes it's going to go the other way. And in this last week, it hurt us. Mm-hmm. But I don't want him to stop doing what he's doing. I love Switzer. In fact, I want Switzer to be more involved in our offense. I think he is a Cole Beasley-type player, and both those guys have the ability to move the chains. And it's all about moving chains. It's all about getting first downs and moving the ball. And if you're throwing the ball, then they're not loading the box. And if they're not loading the box, then you're running Ezekiel Elliott. It's all about keeping the defense off balance. And I thought we did that a great deal with that. We did it a good job in the first half. In the second half, we just freaking didn't.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating. Not only that, but we're missing key contributors on defense. I thought the missing of Sean Lee was massive in this game. That guy's a run stopper extraordinaire. Mm-hmm. The fact that he was not there let Todd Gurley just run amok all over us. And not only that, but when the Rams won last week, he sat down with Michael Irvin and was like, I'm going to whoop up on your Cowboys. And Michael Irvin just kind of laughed. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, the Cowboys have got to see this and got to, put this guy in place. Mm-hmm. Put this guy in check. And they didn't. They let one guy, because it wasn't anybody else. It was one guy beat us. Mm-hmm. Todd Gurley had 200-something yards, total purpose yards, all over us. He scored 2 touchdowns. He made us look like fools. And I just, to me, 30 points is enough to win the football game. But if your offense is the sole power of your team, then the offense has got to put up more than 30. It's got to do more. It's got to be able to lift the defense, because our defense right now just flat out sucks.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I feel like the Cowboys actually, or it feels like the Cowboys have like a target on their back. Is that just me? Because I feel like what you just said, like with who said that?
Todd Gurley.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that, and I as soon as I heard that, I was like, man, it feels like this season, like, it feels like they have a target on their back, like they're going for them. They don't want them to succeed. They don't want to win, which is, I mean, I guess what happened.
No, but it's not just Todd Gurley.
Of course.
It's most teams don't like the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. They don't like the Cowboys because the Cowboys are always in the primetime spot. There's more watchers. There's more viewers who watch the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys always do things like the right way. Team. Right, America's team. They have the attention of the entire planet. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but they're the biggest selling team. Mm-hmm. Like, it's
most expensive.
Their net worth is
most valuable.
It's the Cowboys and the Yankees. Like, teams don't like that. Mm-hmm. They want to put the Cowboys in their place. Yeah. A lot of people just flat out don't like the Cowboys. So to me, that's got to be like, if you put an animal in the corner, at some point that animal is going to freak out on you and, like, just destroy you. The Cowboys are in a corner, right? They're 2-2. We played the Packers this week, and they've got to be able to claw their way out of this corner. Like I feel like they've backed themselves into the corner, they've shot themselves in the foot, and then teams have been able to exploit our weaknesses. And I'm worried to see what we're gonna do.
I'm not worried about the Cowboys at all. I'm not worried about the Cowboys at all.
What about like this week? Like what happened with them then?
Well, exactly what he said would happen. Cowboys just couldn't finish. That's all that happened. They needed one more score, and they didn't get it. They didn't have that one long game-sealing drive they usually have throughout all their games last year. Which, but it's a month in. We're 2-2 in the season. The Cowboys are 2-2 in the season. They got nothing to worry about. Now with the firepower they have, even as bad, or because you can't even say bad. He's been really bad. Dez Bryant. I'm saying even as bad as he's been, we still got Cole Beasley, we still got Jason Witten, and we still got Bryce Butler. Dak Prescott has thrown 8 touchdown passes at this point. He's thrown 8 touchdown passes. I didn't think he didn't get his first one until his 3rd game last year. His 2nd game, it was against the Bears, I think. So Dak Prescott is gonna keep fighting. He's gonna keep making the right play. They're gonna feed Zeke. Zeke's gonna run for more than 100 yards and score touchdown passes. I'm not worried about the Cowboys. Not one bit. Okay, defense, yes, is a big hole. But this offense is built to last through 16 explosive games. Look at all the scores from last year. Like, the lowest scores we had was against the Giants. There was low. That's the only time I think they scored less than 10 points, wasn't it? Didn't they lose like I forget the score, but the first one they even scored I think 14 points. They lost by like 3 or something. But the defense is definitely a big question. But we got a couple players coming back. We have on paper the best defensive end in the league right now.
And that's true. And Aaron Rodgers has been sacked
at 12 times, you said?
15.
15 times. And this guy has the most sacks through 4 games, I think. DeMarcus Lawrence doesn't have, what did you say, have 6?
He's 7.5.
7.5 sacks. I'm pretty sure he's going to get to this quarterback. Well, Aaron Rodgers this game.
Okay. So,
and they got the 49ers after that. So I'm not even worried about the Packers at all.
Okay.
Because what's the defense look like? Very flimsy. They're dropping like flies as well over there.
Who's the Packers? Yeah, their entire team's dropping like flies.
So then this next game we're thinking
it doesn't. But to me, it doesn't matter because freaking Aaron Rodgers is the difference. He's the difference. He's gonna make anybody that's playing with him better. Excuse me. And you're right. So we're getting some defensive players back this week, and that's promising. We're getting back David Irving back this week. We should be getting Anthony Hitchens back this week. Hopefully, Sean Lee can do something
as well.
We're getting back Awuzie and Nolan Carroll. All right. I think that should be enough. But to me, the biggest worrisome thing for me was Dak Prescott gets the ball back with 2 minutes to go. No timeouts. He's got to drive the field and score a touchdown. He does that, he wins. I thought that was the biggest test that he could have done. The biggest test he could have overcame, and he didn't. He only went 27, 25 yards or whatever.
But like you said, to kind of argue that, why does it take more than 30 points to win a game? Like,
it shouldn't.
You see, like, he did his job. He threw 3 touchdown passes that game. He threw 3 touchdown passes. You want to throw 7? It's going to be hard to throw 5, let alone 5.
Yeah.
You know, the defense just has to step up one drive.
So we were saying this, like, last week was a good game?
Last week was a great game.
I missed it, so.
It was a good game. But we put up 24 points in the first half, only 6 in the second. Not only that, but Dak threw another pick. And Switzer muffed a punt.
But wasn't that interception off a drop pass?
No. He got hit, defensive lineman.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But we have faith. But we have faith this week.
I always have faith in the Cowboys. I always have faith in the Cowboys.
As long as the Cowboys take care of the division, which I think they will, they'll lose 1 game to max this division.
And the Giants lost again, and the Redskins lost again. So now the Eagles are only 1 game ahead of us, and only 1 game is not so bad.
Okay, cool.
That one instead of this one. to
All
see
right.
who gets the win.
Who's gonna? All right. So
Who's
okay. So we're gonna switch up on your notes a little bit. We're gonna find out who's gonna get their first win: Chargers or Giants. Who
They're
you got?
both 0-4.
Okay.
0-4.
I don't even. You can choose. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get the first win.
Chargers v Giants.
Yeah.
Let's do
They're
it.
both 0-4. You know what though? I feel bad for the Chargers. The Chargers have been this close every game.
Mm-hmm.
They've been so close. They lost their first 2 games by special teams. I think week 1 it got blocked. Week 2 he missed, but they make that field goal and they win the game.
Both times.
The Chargers are so close. I'm gonna say, you know what, dude? I'm gonna say the Chargers are gonna win this one. I
All right.
like Phillip Rivers more than I like Eli Manning, and it's gonna come down to quarterbacks.
Okay, I see that. If it comes down to quarterbacks, I'm gonna go with the more reliable receivers. What was supposed to be. I got New York getting the first win here, because
Yo, they've been doing
you got to think of where where the Chargers have been lately, and they have not been set up for success lately. The Giants at least have maybe that much. We made playoffs last year, they have at least that. What I'm trying to get at is when we're trying to decide who's gonna get their first win a month, 1/4 into the season.
I mean, when is
it's a little hard.
Neither one of these teams are making playoffs.
when is Homeboy coming back?
Who? Odell?
Odell? Is
He
he
already
back?
came back.
But that boy,
When he come back?
that boy dislocated his finger.
Oh fuck.
I don't matter. He will still.
That's
do
painful, bro.
That. It's very
Have you ever
painful.
dislocated a finger?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's very painful. But
And his ankle's a little messed up this week.
Both of
too.
y'all play football, right? You play
yeah,
football?
Mhm.
really good football. But I think the Giants win this one. You got Odell and you got Eli.
Mm-hmm.
And you got what was supposed to be an okay defense. Well, this defense, I feel, didn't show up the first 4 games, but it will show up against an 0-4 team because they don't want to be the one that ends up 0-5. And I feel the
He's
Giants
gonna come kicking and screaming.
are going to come out
I
kicking
feel
and
like
screaming.
the Chargers are coming.
They're home.
Odell's finger's dislocated.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal if you're a lineman or a defensive player, but you need your fingers, you need your hands when you're a receiver.
It's very sad when you see teams this late in the season fighting to see who's going to get a first round pick.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Giants are looking to tank. And they have a Super Bowl winning quarterback, man.
Who's been playing like crap not only this year but last year.
He's been playing like crap for a lot of times. But
Okay. So with this one,
who do you think is going to get the win?
to be honest, I don't know. There's something like right here that's saying Giants, and maybe it's just because like I just want them to I want them to get a win.
Alex picks Giants.
I want the Giants. I wish they would tank all season long because I hate the Giants. It's probably because I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
problem-
say. I was like, we all know where that
The
originates
problem with them
from.
taking all season long is they'll have a great draft pick, and their team's already stacked. If they get a good coach in that freaking team, then they're going to be unstoppable. So, it's it's bittersweet.
They went to playoffs to not going to playoffs this year. But it looks like they're not going to go to playoffs. But I got the Giants.
So Patriots and Tampa.
Oh, that's right. Coming up tonight. It's coming up tonight. You think Tampa's gonna light it up?
Here's what's up. I think
I don't know.
I think the Patriots are going to win, but I think Tampa is going to tear it up. I think Gronk's not playing tonight. That's a big loss. I think.
So you're going for Patriots.
Man, I'm kind of on the fence because
I mean, I got the Patriots the other way. I don't see the Patriots beating the Bucks.
listen, the Buccaneers have all the firepower they need. Not only that, they're getting Doug Martin back tonight, who is fresh legs. He's off the bench. Dude's gonna run amok against the worst defense in the league. In order to beat Tampa, you gotta put up points, and they're missing Gronk. Not only that, but then you have to rely on Danny Amendola. If Danny Amendola gets hurt, then you're screwed. Then you got Chris Hogan and Dorsett, James White.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if they can beat that team with just those guys. Those are second-tier players.
I think you just made my argument. I think that's the reason Tom Brady's gonna win. He's gonna find those little guys are gonna find a way to get open. They're gonna get open. They're gonna score. The defense is not the defense that the Patriots are used to, and that's okay. The Buccaneers are gonna score points too, but you know what? I don't see Tom Brady. I don't see Bill Belichick losing 2 games in a row, especially losing a third game a month a month into the 5 games into the season.
Sure.
I don't see him losing 3 games. Because what that means, that smells trouble. That almost smells like non-playoff water. But it's Tom Brady, man. Because even when it comes down, when you give Tom Brady the ball last, he's going to score.
Yeah.
The last 2 games, he's had the ball last. The last 5 games, and he's had 3 games, including the Super Bowl. He's had 3 games where he's come down the field and did his job.
Right. And if it was just Tom Brady, then yes. But Super Bowl, he had Danny Amendola. He had Gronk. He had Julian Edelman. I'm saying Gronk's out. Edelman's out. Danny Amendola's 1 injury away from being out. The guy's constantly getting injured. But the thing is Belichick has never won in Tampa in his entire career.
Well, he's going to get his first W tonight. I guarantee it. I smell it.
Here's the thing. I agree with you. I just think if the Buccaneers come out hot and they stay hot, they're not going to win. It's contingent. So I think the Patriots can win. But if the Bucs come out, because they got Mike Evans, they got Deshaun Jackson, they got O.J. Howard showed up last week. O.J. Howard was a freak in college. He's going to be a freak in the NFL the second they start using him. And they're getting Doug Martin tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a lot of mouths to feed, but Deshaun Jackson's going to take the top off. Mike Evans is going to win the jump ball. Doug Martin's going to ram it down their throats. And as we saw last week, the Patriots defense can't communicate. That's all it takes, communication. So if they can't communicate tonight, they're not going to win.
Okay, Doug Martin, real quick. Doug Martin. Is this his first game back?
First game back. He's suspended 4 games.
The 5 games into the season, and he comes in now. You think he's going to be football ready. All these boys have been playing for 4 weeks and training camp.
I know. No, he was in training
They're
camp.
used to the speed. Even if you get a defensive player that's not able to stop a Doug Martin type of player in his peak, in his 5 game, maybe he's been playing for 5 games, but Doug Martin has not been playing for 5 games. So that there already is a red flag to me. That run game ain't going to be where it is, where you expect it to be.
As long as he's conditioned, a running back doesn't have to be up to speed with the game plan.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Dude,
a running back is the easiest position to pick and play.
Running back is one of the most crucial positions.
And you're right.
You gotta be so smart to
but
play that
you
position.
know if it's a run play, if it's not a run play.
You gotta know how to be
block.
patient, how to not be patient. You gotta have the explosiveness to hit the hose. And when that linebacker is waiting for you
difference.
there,
It's a massive difference in the quarterback being on the same page as a receiver and the quarterback handing off the ball to a running back.
No matter what NFL player plays, does not play for 4 weeks, and the entire league does play, and you come in at the end of those 4 weeks, you're gonna be a little slower initially. Can he pick? I'm not saying he won't pick it up.
I bet he gets 100 yards tonight.
No. Oh shit.
I bet he runs amok all over the Patriots.
And
Doug
look,
Martin.
he may in the second half. First half, he ain't gonna do anything.
They call him the hamster.
This is what Tom Brady's gonna
Once
do.
he's so confident.
I'm gonna give you the 2 scenarios that are gonna happen. If the Bucs come out hot, they ain't gonna stay hot because Tom Brady gonna cool them down with his ice cold arm. If the Bucs don't come out hot, Tom Brady's gonna still ice them down with his Tom Brady ass, Bill Belichick ass type of thing. They're known for finding nobodies, man. Haven't you ever seen those memes where Bill Belichick's gonna find the Walmart guy, the cashier?
I know that. I totally trust you. Was it 2013? He made it to playoffs and won a playoff game with a bunch of nobodies.
No,
nobody.
2012 when he made it to the Super Bowl and lost. Remember, he made it to the Super Bowl with nobodies.
No, what was the one where he went with and then he lost to the Broncos? And then the Broncos got manhandled by
2015
or by the
no Broncos won that Super Bowl.
No, where the Broncos came out and Peyton Manning, the very first play was a safety.
That year. It was against
it was that year.
The Seahawks.
And he brought a no-name team. 2013.
Okay, so end of the day,
I think if it's a shootout, it's going to be Patriots, but I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think Tampa's going to come out hot. It's going to be Tampa.
All right.
I got Patriots, man.
Tampa Patriot.
Patriots.
You know, to be honest,
37-20.
I hope I'm right here, but I'm gonna go Tampa.
Tampa.
I think these. I mean, y'all made really good arguments with these. That I'm like excited for these games.
Yeah, man. I mean,
What's cool is
that was the point.
we got like half an hour, and we're gonna find out the result of one.
Yeah. So I mean, we can get right back on this thing.
Yeah,
and prove
because
you wrong.
it's 6:40. It's 6:47 on Thursday.
Less than 30 in about 30 minutes it's gonna start.
Game's coming on.
Let's go. All right, cool.
Well, I mean, thank you guys for watching. We've had a lot of fun today. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to follow us at In the Kitchen on Twitter. That's all we got right now. That's _th3 _kitchen. That's In the Kitchen. And peace out.
Peace.